Good morning, everybody. We're going to do a little plant check-in. Oh, wind is strong today. Change. Feels good. All right, so we've got our leaves developing quite nicely over here. It looks like the old flower bud is making seeds, and it's getting ready to drop those soon. Maybe up here too. More leaves coming out down here. All sorts of branching up here. A lot of leaves coming out on this one too. Holy shit. I'll take it. Buds developing nicely. Holly. Kiwis are the same. Child's the same. Oak's the same. Ooh, the honeysuckle is bouncing back quite nicely too. I thought it was going to die for sure. And then this is the most exciting update because I think that this little head got a meal. If you look, you can kind of see the shadow of something inside. And it's got a new mouth opening right here. And my sister was on the phone with she was on the phone with a coworker yesterday when I brought it home, or day before yesterday, whenever it was. And I handed it to her while she was in the middle of her phone call. And she was like, oh my God, this is a Venus flytrap. And her person on the phone was like, oh my God, those are so cool. Once they eat something, the head dies, and then two more spring up in its place. And that's not something I researched, which I thought was very cool. But I think our little Venus flytrap is already hunting. Oh my God, it's so beautiful out today. Maybe I'll go for a walk. I'm looking at this willow right here. Willow, if memory serves, is affiliated with the water element, which would put it in that school of Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Ugh. Whenever you look at things associated with water, you're looking at emotion, emotional intelligence, open-heartedness, love. Willows are the green here as opposed to everything else, which is a sea of red. You can see the other trees are all budding red right now. There's a little whirlwind of leaves happening right now. We made it like a little twister a second ago. It was very cool. All right, so we've got cyclone imagery. We've got change. We've got transformation on the board. And the symbolism of the Venus flytrap getting its first meal means that it's adjusting just fine. It's the fact that it's growing a new head already that's about to start bearing teeth means that it's setting the next trap. The act of getting the Venus flytrap for protection. Maybe that's not the road we're supposed to go down right now. That was yesterday's message. Today, that's right, Spirit wanted me to talk about the personal training stuff. So it turns out I'm a hell of a lot better at human movement science and metabolism than I am anything to do with anatomy and physiology. I think learning the muscle groups are fine. I know muscle groups well enough, and I think I'm going to be able to memorize their names well enough. But the problems I was having were bones and terminology involved with anatomy and physiology, how things connect. The segments of the heart, for example, how it's got 4 quadrants and they pump blood different places and receive from different places. I had a lot of trouble remembering which ones were which. But that's the kind of stuff that I struggle with. It's anatomy and physiology, and everything else just kind of came naturally. So I think I figured out where I need to put my additional focus. The app I've got for testing, because they don't let you just take a million practice tests as far as the personal training program goes. You have to, it's $200 for every test you take after the original practice test. So I got an app that's it's called Pocket Prep, and you pretty much put in the specific certification you're going for, and it generates tests for you that are mock exams that are very, very similar to the actual questions you have. So I've got that, and I'm going to start taking that every day. either like practice quizzes or like mock tests. But there is an energy in the collective right now of re-education, of re-inspiration to further yourself, to re-educate, to branch off in a different direction than you originally thought you were going to go. And it may come as a surprise. I know a lot of people are not struggling. They're reaching for their independence right now. Whether it's leaving a relationship, whether it's starting a new job, whether it is changing your careers or deciding to have a kid. Somebody's deciding to have a kid. Maybe that's a masculine energy that wants to have a child. We've been seeing that come up lately. But that's the energy right now. Re-education, deciding on your new path yourself, going forward in full trust that you will acclimate quickly and effectively, because we saw that happen with all of the plants here. They all adjusted perfectly overnight. Knight of Pentacles, Four of Wands energy. Celebration, slow moving but victorious. I'm getting the visual of that movie. It's not Signs. The Village. The Village was an M. Night Shyamalan film where these people were terrified to venture into the woods because they were convinced that there were creatures out there and that the creatures were attracted to the color red. So if there was like anything red growing, they would rip it up and hide it. But I'm seeing the opposite effect here because we've got mostly red with just hints of green. This is things coming back into alignment, things spinning back onto their axis, the world spinning back onto its axis in the Ten of Cups trajectory. We've done this before, where things have to wobble before they can recenter perfectly. It's like I'm seeing a spinning top, like Inception almost, where the top is spinning and every once in a while it just, and then gets back into its groove. But you know, in metaphysics, the top never stops spinning. It may get disrupted, but it won't stop. There's secrets that you are learning about right now. Things coming to the forefront. Nothing done in the dark will stay concealed. Everything done in the dark comes to light. I'm not sure who needs to hear that, but that is your reassurance. Stay rooted in your stability. Focus on your career. Focus on your education. Focus on what will allow you to be independent going forward. If there is a situation in your life that you need to leave, that's going to become apparent. Judgment. Come on. Over conflicts. Okay. There may have been... You're being guided here. I'm getting a lot of cards that are being pulled simultaneously. Empress, the Fool, Queen of Swords, Six of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. You are being guided here to start your new beginning with confidence, but you're taking an intellectual approach to this. You need to be in your magnetic Empress energy, following spirit to the place that is meant for you, the institution, the organization, the job, the commitment that is right for you. And recently, you've been in an energy where you had to clear space for that kind of thing to come in. But this transition will go well for you because you're taking intellectual steps. You are doing the smart. Not impulsive, not emotional, smart. Think out the steps before you take them. Manifestation 101, envision it. Form a representation in your world, in your life, something tangible that you can touch. Then take action towards your goals. Don't be impulsive. Now, love. We've got the Lovers and the Ace of Cups here. And the Knight of Pentacles. Your Ten of Cups is right around the corner. You had to go through this death and rebirth in order to have your breakthrough. Hang tough. I love you. Thanks for watching, everybody.